This is another exciting tutorial about grid views, and just have two XML one is the main activity and then the other is a grid item XML. So here in the main activity we have the grid view. We are declaring a grid view, we are opening a grid view here. We are still using relative layout, and we are giving it an ID as grid view, and then match content, match parent, the layout and the width and the height, then the vertical spacing, it is 10 dp, then horizontal spacing 10 dp, then we have number of columns, which are 2. So the grid view will help us to output our data in 2 columns. That's why we have 2 columns here. If you put 3 columns, then it will also appear 3. So it is here to show us our data, how it is going to be read in a grid way, in a table form, in other words. So, and then here we have the grid items, and also this is a text view. We have given it an ID here, then layout and the height here, then our text will be bolded. We are giving it a margin left of 10 dp, then margin top of 5 dp, then padding of 4 dp. We are giving it a black color here, so our text will be black. Okay. Now, when we run to the main activity, then we are going to see here we have declared the variables. We have the grid view with its ID, the text view with its ID. Now here we are also introducing something else, which is called a string, and of course each time you see this, you know, to looking at arrays. So this is a string array, and its name is car brands. So this one, of course, because we have said we are going to declare our items, we want to declare these car brands in a grid format. So we shall be having 1 and 2 columns, just like here, like we talked about it here, the column number of columns. So column number is 2, so we are expecting to have these cars being splitted into 2 columns, right? So now here we are now declaring that the grid view will be equal to grid view, and then we find the view by ID, then we look for it ID as I had told you earlier. Then here the text view, the same, we also find it by its text view. So the final, we shall have this code here, which is array adapter, giving us a new array adapter. Then the content is this relative layout dot grid item. As I told you, I think there's one of the chapters that I told you about the array adapters. Now this function here, it makes sure that it goes and brings for us the grid item, which we have here as an XML. It brings it here, then it adds a grid, it adds a text view, which we also have here, this text view. It also adds it there. Then it also adds the car brand, which we have here. So this function here will pick for us this. It picks it as for us and it puts it here, so that it like it's a collection. The array adapter collects all the necessary information that we need into one place. Okay, because without one, then we can't get the other. So it collects for us. Right, it brings everything for us here. Then now the grid view, now we set it on the adapter, then we give it an on-click listener. Then now this on-click listener, we now like when you click on that brand, what happens? So we give it a listener. It has to be listened to something. So we say that the string value, we give it as like this: I love you. Then you concatenate it with the adapter then you get the position of that that brand that you want. It is on which position you love. It looks for it on its specific position. Then you get an output. That's how it is. Just as short as like that. You can keep on pausing the the video and then just speak. It's just simple like that. So let's see the output briefly. I think it is yet to come. Let's wait a bit. It is running. Gradle is building. Yeah, Gradle is building briefly, because that which is there I was already using it, this one, but we declared it to run afresh. So let it run. Gradle is running. When it's done, it will show us that it is done. But this is how it is going to be. It's going to come. Yeah. This is how it's going to come. Right. Yeah. Launch is successful. So we have Ferrari here. It comes here number one. We have McLaren. Then now McLaren goes this side because there are two columns. So that's how it keeps on dividing. Jaguar now comes here. Scudo, and then Scudo goes this side. You can see what you have here and then what you have here. Right? So now when you touch on Ferrari, it says I love Ferrari. It comes here because we have we concatenated it. The word here we concatenated it with the adapter value. When you say Volkswagen, I love Volkswagen. So that's how it comes. It comes just like that. So whatever you declare here, it comes here. You see Toyota here. When you click on Toyota, then it says I love Toyota. Whatever, because here there is I love, and then you concatenate. You concatenate with the adapter, the array adapter, which is here that we are seeing. And that's how the code is. I hope you get blessed with that. And please, if you are blessed with these small teachings, just click a like and say a comment. Bless you all.